As we grow up, we lose many things. We lose our innocence, our ability to dream, and most importantly, according to some, we lose ourselves. Who are we? What do we want? What's the point of everything? Where did the time go? Sometimes these questions can seem impossible to answer. But, believe it or not, maybe the answers have been right in front of us all along. Hello everyone, welcome to another story. In today's story, we will meet a boy named Malik. Malik is a 12-year-old boy who lives in a big city. He's a normal kid with normal problems. Math makes his brain hurt. His mom is always tired, and he doesn't really have any friends. One thing he does have is a favorite bench in the nearby park. It's a wooden bench right next to an electric car charging station. To be honest, the bench itself isn't anything special. It's just a regular bench. But Malik likes the soft blinking lights of the chargers. They remind him of robots from old movies. And so, every afternoon, at exactly 4 o'clock, Malik would sit on the bench and watch the city wake up. He likes seeing the office workers go home. The parents take their kids to karate, and the couples sharing ice cream. One day, while Malik was sitting alone on his bench, a strange woman sat down beside him. She didn't have an electric car. She didn't even have a bike. She was just there to sit with him. Her name was Lila. She was 82 years old. Always wore a bright red coat, no matter the weather, and always had a paper bag of sesame crackers in her purse. She didn't say hello at first. She just sat down, looked straight ahead, and said, "Do you think trees ever get bored of standing still?" Malik blinked. I don't know." She nodded. "Me neither. But I like thinking about it." And so began the story of the unlikely duo. At first, Malik didn't really know what to make of her. How does an old lady who randomly sits next to you become your friend? But Lila didn't care about age. She didn't judge him for listening to music with headphones or eating a tuna sandwich. She just sat beside him, watched the city, and sometimes gave him a cracker without saying a word. Over time, Malik opened up. He told her about his school, how math made his brain hurt, how his mom was always tired, and how he didn't really have friends. Lila never interrupted. She just listened, sometimes handing him a cracker or patting his hand. Then, one day, it rained. Malik didn't go to the park. He figured Lila would stay home, too. "You left me out there in the storm," she said dramatically. "I nearly drowned." "You were there, of course. The trees don't stop being curious just because it rains." From then on, Malik brought an umbrella, always. He would arrive at the park at 3:50, open the umbrella, and wait for Lila to arrive. Sometimes they would talk. Sometimes they didn't need to talk. After all, true friends don't need to talk to be happy. One day, Lila taught Malik a game. People watching, Lila called it "That Man in the Blue Jacket." Secret magician, hiding a rabbit in his backpack. That lady with the sunglasses. Spy, definitely a spy. That teenager on her phone, writing poetry. Angry poetry. Malik loved this game. It made him feel like he wasn't just a face in the crowd, like he wasn't just another number in the big city. Then, one day, Lila didn't show up. Malik waited. 5 minutes, 10, an hour. The next day, she wasn't there again, or the day after that. Malik didn't know her last name, didn't know where she lived. He just knew that her favorite color was sky blue and that she loved sesame crackers. He searched the neighborhood for weeks, but never found her. One day, when Malik was sitting alone on the bench, he remembered he had something of hers. Back when she first came to the park, Lila had given him a small box wrapped in blue cloth. Inside was a key. "What's this?" "To a little metal box I buried under this bench last year," she said, "before I even met you. It has my address and a letter. Just in case I vanish again." Malik had never opened the box. He didn't want to open the box. He was afraid of what he might find. But now that she was gone, it was the only lead he had. Maybe he could find her. Maybe he could tell her in person how much he missed her. Malik slowly placed the key in the ground and dug it out. Sure enough, there was a small metal box buried beneath the roots of the tree. Malik opened the box, his hands shaking. Inside was a photo of him and Lila, drawn in pencil. A folded letter and a message. "You are the best surprise I found at the end of my story. Make your story just as beautiful, Malik. Go meet the world. But don't forget to sit down sometimes and listen." Tears welled up in Malik's eyes. He hugged the letter close. It was the only thing he had from her. Many years passed. Malik grew up, graduated high school, and moved to another city. He had a girlfriend, then 2 jobs, then a small apartment. But sometimes late at night, he would hear a noise. It sounded like wind chimes or a woman humming. And he would remember the girl with the red coat. The girl who showed him that even a stranger can become a friend. The girl who showed him the beauty of the ordinary. The girl who taught him the magic of imagination. The girl who gave him a reason to smile. Years later, Malik returned to his hometown. He was successful now. He had a wife, a son, and a plan to start a family business. But when he visited the park, he found the bench was gone. They had taken it away to renovate the park. But what he didn't expect was to read the plaque they had put in its place. It read, "In memory of Lila, who reminded us all to be curious. Malik smiled. Lila might be gone, but her spirit remained. And so today, if you visit that park around 4 o'clock, you might see a middle-aged man with a briefcase sitting on a new bench. Sometimes he talks to himself. Sometimes he offers a cracker to a kid who looks like he could use a friend. And sometimes, if you listen very carefully, you might hear the sound of wind chimes or a woman humming. If you enjoyed this story, please consider subscribing to support the channel and check out the playlist for more stories just like this one. Also, let us know in the comments below what you think the bench represents. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.